Well, the police are investigating Mafs and all the unedited footage. I wonder if they're investigating Jackie as well. Mafs Australia, Monday the 24th of March, episode 34. And anybody who is still sitting up for Jackie, there's something wrong. At the last dinner party, we seen her lie through her teeth. Everything that he said, she said, she was like, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I didn't write that in my letter. No, that's not what I said. Even Jeff said, I heard the letter, I read it with my own eyes, that is what he says. No, that's not what happened. And people are still in the comments like, I don't think what she did was that bad. I don't think threatening to shave off somebody's beard's that bad. It's GBH. I don't think telling somebody they've got a small brain's that bad. If he done it to her, he would be getting called abusive, he'd be getting called all the names under the sun. But it's alright for her to do it because she's a woman. Anyway, in today's episode, Ryan has made the very smart decision to get the fuck out of that room, away from this, and just be on his own. And while I don't like Ryan, and I don't like his personality, and I actually don't really like anything about him, he's sitting there and he's saying, it's not for me to change for somebody else, I like who I am, as everybody should. Okay, sometimes you've got to make sacrifices in relationships, but you shouldn't really have to change your entire personality. So Jackie has fucking totally changed her tune, and she goes to apologise to Ryan, and she's like, I don't want to change you, how do I accept you? Oh, I've already googled how to let somebody know that I accept him. And before anybody says she's got ADHD, she's got autism, she's made it very clear in several videos that she doesn't have it. So please stop using that as an excuse. She's sitting saying to him, oh, you're like the greatest human being I've ever met, or something along the lines. Now, she's on her TikTok saying that he was abusive to her, and she's sitting saying, you're the most amazing human I've ever met. The entire season, we have watched her belittle him, try to emasculate him, slag his house, slag every single thing that he does in his life, and just totally belittle him. And if he'd have done that to her, there would be an absolute fucking outrage. But once again, because she's a woman, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. And now that he says to her, look, I've had enough. I know that I'm good enough, and I'm never going to be good enough for you. Go and find somebody you're happy with. Now she's in, and she's giving it, oh, you're the greatest person I've ever met. That is abusive. Every time they're having a conversation, and he's saying something that she doesn't like, or anybody says anything that she doesn't like, or even just asks her a simple question, that's manipulation. And okay, she's not very good at it, but she's giving it her fucking best shot. We'll probably never find out, but I would love to see if the police are investigating her. She's constantly saying, oh, abusers make you feel like you need them. Abusers make you feel a certain way. I have never once seen him abuse her. Okay, it can be down to editing. But anybody who is taking her side based on the edits that we've seen are not stable. Anyway, enough about that crackpot. So this week the couples had a new challenge where they had the opportunity to meet up with another potential match. Now we knew that Beth and TJ were going to take this because they two are fucking over and done with. I felt like the guy that Beth met was a nice enough guy. I don't think she fancied him, but I think it was a bit shit that she was talking to him. She's like, oh, we've got great banter and all that, and then she went to him and says, oh, our banter's nowhere near as good as ours. Like, why did she just lie blatantly to the guy's face in instead of just being honest? The lassie that TJ was paired up with seemed really nice. I don't know if they would make a great couple, but they seem to get on really well. To be fair, I think it's going to be really hard for Beth because she obviously likes TJ, and not everybody can just jump from one guy to the next. Do you know what I mean? She's obviously got feelings, so no matter who they'd have brought into that room, she maybe would have been feeling guilty or thinking, I like this about TJ or whatever, but he's not into her whatsoever, so literally anybody could have been in and he'd have fancied her. Ree and Jeff couldn't have been less interested. They were like, nah, next. Now, I must admit, at the time I thought, oh, do you know what, like, what harm would it do, like, just going to meet the other potential match, like, just out of curiosity? And then I thought, well, it is kind of cheating, right? It's going out on a date with somebody else. Let me know what you think in the comments, right? I don't know, I'm still kind of torn. I think that Beth and TJ done the right thing, right? But I don't know if I would have been that bothered. That being said, if I was really into somebody, do you know what, I would have been annoyed. I'm talking shit. Karina and Paul. Karina was like, no, I'm really happy, I see a future with Paul, everything's fine, I'm just going to stay and do his washing, do his ironing, do all that, like fine, don't even care, right? And I was like, oh, that's really nice. So when Paul went on the date, I really liked the lassie that he was with, by the way. She was saying, this is why I'm single, men can't be trusted, like he's happy with his wife, why is he here? And he was saying, I was just curious, she wasn't buying any of it. She's like, why was he curious if he was happy with his wife, right? She was asking the questions that needed to be asked. But still, at the time while I was watching this, I was still thinking, is he really doing something that bad? But as I'm making this video, I've actually realised myself that he was doing something that bad. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking at the time. Why did I think that this was acceptable? So he was asking her all the questions, what do you do, blah, blah, blah. And then when he went home, it turned from bad to worse. I feel like he actually could have got out of this. When he went in to see her, it was like, oh baby, I missed you, like, it was too much, right, first of all. And then when he was talking, it was like literally, he kept on saying literally, and when somebody does that, it's like guilt. It's like, I know I've done something wrong, so I keep on saying these words. My ex used to do it all the time. He used to say like, see if he was lying or if he was drinking, he said so all the time. And that's what I seen in him. And repeating the same story over and over and over. Oh, it was fine. Oh, it was awkward. Like, he's trying to make her feel bad for him. Like, oh, did you go out on a date and it was awkward for you? That's a shame. Take yourself to fuck, Paul. He was clearly trying to manipulate her. And as we all know, I don't like Karina. But I really feel like I was respecting her in this moment. And she was saying, I'm embarrassed. You came to meet my family. You were telling me you wanted me to meet your family and all that. And now I'm just embarrassed. And I totally get where she was coming from. Let me know in the comments, do you actually think that going on the date was cheating? Or do you think it was just curiosity? But at the same time, like, when the show's over, they're not going to be living together anymore. So it's like, oh, what else you got to be curious about? You're going to leave here, you're going to have all these DMs on Instagram and fucking whatever other social media you're on. Are you going to be curious then? You've got to keep that in mind, because when people are on these shows, there is people who want to see them and they don't give a fuck if you've got a girlfriend or if you're married or what, they don't care. There's some people who'll just go, oh, there's that guy from Mafs, and they'll just go with him no matter what. I genuinely don't think that Karina's going to give him another chance after this. I think that she's over with him. And he kept on saying, oh, you're just saying this now because you're angry. I hate it when people say things like that. Like, okay, that might be the case, but also don't fucking tell me how to feel. Don't tell me how I'm feeling or how I'm reacting. You're the fucking dick here. It was really annoying. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. Do you think that Karina took it too far, or do you think he's just a fucking dick? And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!